Hoodie Allen, staying in the Northeast, going from Boston to Long Island. Plainview, stand up. Uh,
New York City now.
yeah, so Hoodie Allen, interesting guy. We reviewed uh, his most recent album, I believe, prior
Yep.
to
The Hype
the Hype,
2017.
which we both really liked. Check out that review. And we both were fans of Hoodie Allen since our college days. You stuck with him. I kind of fell off, came back to him with the most recent album prior to Whatever USA. And Hoodie's really interesting because he's a really, really smart guy. You know, worked for Google, left to follow his music career. Um, and I think as I'm listening to Whatever USA, still a super enjoyable album. I found this to be very catchy, and I think there's some steps forward here for Hoodie. But I think where I felt maybe, I don't want to say disappointed, but just kind of like, oh, okay, we're still here, is lyrically. You know, there's, I think, some of the jokes and the catchy lyrics on here feel similar in terms of like structure and delivery to where Hoodie was, you know, probably right after he was dropping, you know, mixtapes like I Am Not a Robot and things like that. So I think this is a step forward in a lot of ways, but I still feel like there's some things, maybe some old ways of going about things that are holding Hoodie back. How did you feel about Whatever USA though?
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. So this is really short, right? It's like 27 minutes or so. And despite that, I think there is a fair amount of different things. He sings a little bit more on this than he has in the past, but you know, on what's that song towards the end? Hell of a time.
Yep.
I thought he sounded really good on that.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't come up as a singer by any means. But on songs like the title track, Whatever You Say, first track, you still kind of have that textbook Hoodie Allen rapid fire pop culture referencing punchlines. And in a sense, those have always dated his songs, you know, Got Blazers, Aldridge, classic Hoodie Allen line from years past. Well, Marcus Aldridge has not been the Blazers in many years, but still a funny line. In this album, we get a reference to Zendaya, who's very vogue right now. And I don't think that song will go out of date anytime. Yeah. We know Zendaya will be around a long time.
But we also got a reference to Bagel Boss.
Got a reference to Zion. You know, there's a lot of, you know, the moment things. Now, I think when he's at his best, it's really witty. I think my favorite instance of this is "Let Me Pump the Brakes, Joe Budden with It," which is a deeper cut. Yeah, "Girl, You Pump Me Up, I'm Yelling to Sket It," Little Pump reference. But that's funny. It's amusing. But at the end of the day, he's always making it's pop rap, and that honestly, we don't really talk with pure pop rap all that often. You know, even people that mix their toes into this, like Drake or G-Eazy or something, they make other stuff as well, right? But Hoodie has, I think, kind of honed in on this is the type of music he makes. He's more than a rapper, not quite a full singer. At the end of the day, it's poppy, it's inoffensive, it's cruising music, Cruising USA, the name of one of his tours. So, as you said, you know, are there paths for Hoodie to keep going bigger? I don't know. And maybe he's not really trying to. This really did feel like a refinement of a lot of the growth he's shown in spurts on past projects, though. And you know, it's not like I didn't love every song or anything, but I think on songs like Whatever USA, songs like 60 Seconds, Hell of a Time, I feel like these songs can kind of fit in that Hoodie canon, which is, you know, I think a nice accomplishment for someone who's been releasing music for 7-8 years already. So,
yeah.
Anything else stand out to you? Like a song or anything else? Anything about the sound?
Well, I mean, I definitely think the sound has matured a little bit. It seems like his palette is expanding a little bit in terms of how he's using different instruments on the songs. Like, I think there were some more horns throughout this. You know, what I was reflecting most on, I think, was just where Hoodie Allen fits in because when I was looking for this album on Spotify, I had to like actually search for it. When I usually just go to the new releases, scroll down, but and I might have just missed this. So this might just be an oversight, but I didn't see it on the Friday release drop, and I was surprised because I feel like Hoodie Allen, in my mind, is always like a pop artist. Like he's fairly well known. He's obviously not at the top, but still people know who he is. And I was surprised to see Spotify maybe not giving him that look. I'm actually going to go back and search right now and see if maybe I just scrolled past it.
Well, that brings up an important distinction with Hoodie Allen, though, is that he's an entirely independent artist. Like truly, like he doesn't just have he doesn't have distribution. He doesn't even have a manager. You know, he just has PR that he just hired. You know, other than that, everything's by Hoodie Allen. So by default, that lowers the bar for success for him. He doesn't need to accomplish as much to live a very happy and successful career with like the way he's been doing. He's also based out of New York City, which is not the top choice for most active musicians right now. LA obviously is where most people want to go. And his biggest chart hit to date is All About It with his Ed Sheeran. That was like a top 70 track like 5 years ago. It would probably be nice for him from a career standpoint if he could link back up with Ed just to get a little boost again. But yeah, I wonder how much of that's really just Spotify is not receiving a check from Hoodie for superior placement, therefore they were not inclined to do so. But even still, there's only so many new releases. You think he would have been there because he does have a small but loyal fan base that is streaming the hell out of his music. He tweeted it did 1 million total streams the first day. That should be enough to put you on some kind of front page, right?
Yeah. I went back and checked. He is not on there still. And looking down, I mean, they put singles and things like that on there, but some of these artists, I have to imagine Hoodie Allen is more popular than Water Parks. I don't know. I figured you got me off with their heads. I don't know. Yeah, that was surprising to me, but I agree with your point about being an independent artist, and I think and this might be also a nostalgic association for where I was when I first started listening to Hoodie Allen, but I associate him a lot with early Donald Glover, you know, like
yes,
and yeah, just like that, like pop punchline rap. And it's been interesting. I mean, obviously Donald Glover is like a creative genius, and not saying Hoodie isn't. I don't think he's shown he has what Donald Glover has, and that's not a knock because no one has what Donald Glover has. But
not saying much there.
I'd like to see Hoodie Allen keep taking some chances similar to that and trying to mature a little bit, because I think he can be more than kind of like you were saying, just being the artist he is now. I think there's more potential there. So I'll be checking out Hoodie's next album and the one after that for sure. I'm in, but hoping for some more moving forward. Definitely check out some of these songs that we're going to be putting onto our Spotify playlist, Nowstalgia Best of 2019.